Hi, and good morning. This is Cristina from Christina's Closet here in Yuma. I am here with Luz, and we're doing Coffee with Cristina. Luz, welcome to our little podcast here. I'm so excited to have you. You have so much energy, and you do so much for the community of Yuma. So thank you so much for being here. I just wanted to pass it along to you to introduce yourself a little bit, talk about what you do, and then we'll go on from there.
Hi, well, thank you for having me and good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to
Woo!
be here. I know. Once again, my name is Luz. It rhymes with goose. In Spanish, my name means light. So in Spanish, I introduce myself as Luz, the light that shines. But
Oh,
we're,
that's
we're working on it.
beautiful. I
We're
love
working
that.
on it. I'm actually new to Yuma. I come from Dominican parents, so we're islanders. But I grew up in Vegas, right? So
Okay.
I would have thought I would have been used to the heat. I My husband's a minister. We moved to Virginia, lived there for 6 years, and we just moved back to Yuma in
Wow.
December 2019. So
Well, welcome back.
yeah, but I feel like I got tricked by my husband because I got here in December and everything was amazing. And then the summer hit and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm dying. But it's okay. It's
Yeah,
okay. I work with Humana, so I help people with Medicare, prescriptions, supplements, and that everything having to do with Medicare. But for me, I really love community. I love getting to spend time with people, sit with people, find out about their lives, find out about their needs, and then connect them with other people that can help, right? And so
yeah.
that's why I love what you do, Christina, because you're
Oh,
my kindred
thank
spirit.
you.
For me, it's all about I know everyone has something special that they offer and something that they can
Absolutely.
give. And so why not connect the worlds together and kind of just make sure that everyone's getting taking care of everyone. So
Absolutely.
yes.
Well, there's so many resources out here in Yuma, and I think we forget about what's out there. We're
Yeah.
still recovering from COVID. People are still just getting out into the workforce. Things are just different. It's a different world almost, as you will. So we forget what's out there, and there are so many resources out there.
Yeah.
Um, so that leads me into what I want to talk about today, which is healthy hobbies and mental health, and how important having hobbies are. I think when everything shut down, people, of course, panicked, but they also had to kind of reinvent themselves a little bit.
Mhm.
Maybe learn something about themselves that they never knew. Maybe some people took on scrapbooking, or some people took on painting, or different forms of art to express how they were feeling, and to kind of just develop a hobby, and you don't have to be necessarily good at it. I know I love to paint, terrible at it. I mean, I do the paint by colors, and let me tell you, can't even do that very good, but I love it. Like, it gives me that peace. I'm by myself, I'm just in my own little bubble, and I really think that developing healthy hobbies is really important, especially for mental health.
Yeah.
um,
And
Go ahead.
and I'm a firm believer in just doing something. Sometimes we just get stuck in a rut. We sit and we
Absolutely.
don't do something. Keeping our mind engaged in something, or just meditating, or just doing something, but getting yourself out there. And yeah, if you stay still, then you kind of just you think like still water. You kind of just
You kind of get stagnant, and everybody has different likes, and that's what makes this all interesting and fun.
mhm.
So I have seen you perform at various functions, especially with the seniors, and I love it. Like, you just bring that energy and that warmth and that light, which you truly represent your name. I mean, that's amazing. And I really, like, sincere, like, you're awesome.
But I people don't I sing everywhere, right? And I remember I used to sing at church and they used to turn off the microphone on me and they used to say I sounded like a goat, like a dying goat or something. And
That's
I was just like,
wonderful.
no, but it's okay because
It is okay, but people,
one of the things about life is that you're never going to avoid struggle. It's
correct.
always gonna come some way, somehow.
Absolutely.
It's never gonna happen. So it's how do you make the best of your situation? How do you
Absolutely.
figure out how to, and I love, there's a book called A Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. And he was a man that was in the Nazi death camps, you know, and
Yeah.
he had to figure out how to survive in the
Yeah.
middle of seeing his loved one, not seeing his loved ones, not knowing where they were, being in
Yeah.
the middle of seeing people dying. And I'm like, if he can make it, I can make it, because I don't have that many problems. You know what I mean? Like, it's just,
Exactly.
it's all about perspective.
Oh,
All about
absolutely.
perspective. And it's
Absolutely.
really about just saying, hey, this is where I'm at. And maybe it's not where I want to be.
Right.
But I know I can move forward. I know I can can make something out of this situation. So for me, I
Absolutely.
just kept on singing.
And
I'm
it's,
like, okay, well, you don't like it.
I love it.
What were you saying?
I keep telling my husband, I can't carry a tune with the bucket. I love to sing. I'll sing at the top of my lungs. It's terrible. I'm sorry for whoever has ever heard me sing. But I told my husband, okay, on my bucket list, I'm going to take singing lessons. You know, it's just important to develop a hobby that you love. Yeah, absolutely.
Why not? And everything is learnable. There's a book called Everything is Figure Outable, but everything is learnable. And no one, like when I see my baby, I have a 1.5-year-old. I see my baby,
Right.
He doesn't know how to do anything. He's learning and he's not scared. You know, he's just willing to try anything and he's not scared. And I'm like, I learn from him every day. I'm like, okay, why am I so scared? If my baby can do it, I can do it too, you know?
Right?
And so it's really
almost
about
like
just kind
looking at things with fresh eyes, like a baby. Exactly.
Yeah. There was someone who said if adults would make horrible babies because they wouldn't want to try to learn how to walk, or I can't do this or I can't do that.
Right.
And
we really do set our own. We do set our own limitations. You know, somebody once told me, people don't see the struggle of getting to a place; they just see the end product. So there is truly a struggle that goes on behind the scenes, you know, whether it be something in your life or learning about a new hobby, or, you know, there is the struggle that is starting a business. I mean, there is a struggle that goes behind the scenes. People see the outcome, people see the end result, but that struggle is real, you know?
Yeah.
And I really think, you know, whether it be doing yoga or, I mean, there's so many hobbies that you could do that don't cost anything. You could go online now and pretty much find anything.
Oh,
How did you start playing the ukulele? Like, what inspired you? It's a rare instrument.
So let me tell you, I do Medicare. I hang out with seniors all day.
Yeah.
So I kind of just roam around Yuma, finding things to do, people to help, you know, talk to and things like that. And so I went to the American Veterans Diner on Frontage.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm just hanging out there and just went to go talk to Mike to see if they needed help with anything, blah, blah, blah. I see a group of seniors in their 70s, 75, 80, 85. There's a big group of seniors and they're just like playing the ukulele. And I was like, hey, I like this.
Wow.
Can I join you guys? And they were like, okay.
That's awesome. I love that. So that's how it started. Wow.
And they're called the Yukaholics.
So that's really
on
cool.
Facebook, you can look for them.
Okay.
The Yukaholics. They bring me so much life. They give me so much joy. And I think they're like, oh, you're young and this and that. I'm like, but you guys have like so much knowledge and so much experience. And
Absolutely.
I feel so fortunate to be able to just get to hang out with them, you know. So they're there every Monday and Thursday. So Mondays they're there from 10 to 12. Thursday they're there from 1 to 3. But I definitely, if you want to pick up a hobby, even if you don't, because I didn't know how to play the ukulele, they gave me a little songbook. They were like, hey, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. And it's super easy. And so I was just like, oh, okay, I can do it. I can do it, you know. But I think it's just not being afraid to just throw yourself out there.
Yeah.
Just not being afraid.
I think that's the key. All right. Well, so we've come to the conclusion of Coffee with Cristina. I still have some coffee left. Luce beat me to it. She finished hers. But I want to just remind the community, talk a little bit about Christina's Closet real quick before we close, and Luce is going to play us a song. Christina's Closet has moved to a new location. We are now located in the back of Desert Darlings, which is still in the same parking lot, just one building over. We do have our own entrance. It's in the back. So if you go over to the back of Bottoms Up Pub and Grill, we're located right next to them. There's a donation box on the outside. I'm excited to let you know that we have definitely increased our footpath and helping more humans out there getting back to work. From our humble beginnings in April of helping 40 people or 40 articles of clothing, we've now helped people by donating over 130 articles of clothing for the month of June. I haven't finished adding them all up, but it's just phenomenal how much we've been able to help, and it makes me very excited. Also this month, we're offering a makeup tip class that's free. First 10 people to RSVP, where we're going to show how to apply appropriate makeup for job interviews. So that's what we have going on the pipeline. I also wanted to leave a phone number to anyone who is experiencing maybe a little bit of anxiety or depression and just needs a little bit of help. It is running along the bottom of the screen, but the number is 1-866-495-6735. That number is a crisis number, but if you just need somebody to talk to, you're going through something, please don't hesitate to call that number. It's open 24/7. It is for people here in Yuma. So just want to leave that out there. Luce, without any further ado, I am going
Woke up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds sat by my doorstep, singing a sweet song of melody pure and true. Sing, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I said don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Hey!
Thank you so much, Luce. Thank you so much for being on Coffee with Cristina.
Hey! Thank you guys. Have a good one.